Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb, and today we're going to be taking a look at Metamorse. So what we're going to be doing is, I expect you to know how Morse code works by this point on, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a series of 2 to 4 letters from this little hexagon over here. So let's wait for the sequence to restart and we'll get that Morse code. So, okay, here we go. So dash, 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 dot, then dash, dash. Interesting. So now, normally, this Morse does not give you any sort of word whatsoever. As we can see, we have 3 duplicate letters, which is going to be representing Mike, the 2 dashes. So Mike, Mike, and dash dot is going to be a November and a Mike. So now, what exactly do we do with this information? So, what we need to do is we need to actually take a look at each individual letter so we can create one singular Morse letter from this. Obviously, we have our 4 letters that we got from the actual read here, but we need to essentially take a look and we need to create a new letter so we can get a rule here specifically. So what we need to do is we need to take a look at this here. So if the letter is 2 symbols or shorter, it represents a dot, or if it's 3 symbols or longer, it represents a dash. So what we need to do is for each individual character, if it has 2 symbols or shorter, which can represent dots or dashes, in this case, this first Mike does, that's going to represent a dot or a new character. So now we'll do the same thing for the others. 2 characters, that's a dot, 2 or less. 2 or less, that's going to be a dot. And finally, 2 or less, it's going to be another dot. And now what we're going to do is we're going to invert this into a new Morse code letter, which is going to be dot, 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 which is a hotel. And now we're going to take a look at hotel. And what we need to do is we need to figure out a letter from our sequence that we need to submit into this module based off of this rule. And the letter only occurs once in the sequence, which if we take a look, we have 3 Mikes and 1 November. So this means that we're going to be submitting the November because it only occurs once. So let's do that. So let's hit November. Let's go down to November. Using the arrows here, hit the display. And just like that is a solved module. So that's all you're really doing right there. It's not too bad, but it is a little bit of a trickier concept to understand if you don't know how this works. But essentially, we're going to start with a series of Morse code letters, which we're going to use later on throughout this entire module, actually. We want to make sure that we convert them to letters because that's going to be revolving around these rules here, and that's what we're going to do with it. So let's take a look at another example. Let's do 2 more, and let's see what we get. That's 2 more. All right. So you can look at this first one here. Dot dash dot dot dash dot dash 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 dot and then dash dot dash dot. Okay. Now with these characters, we get a foxtrot. Dash dash is a Mike. Dash dot is going to be a November, and dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot is a Charlie. So now with each of these characters, let's take a look at the amount of symbols that they have present in each of their characters. So foxtrot has 4 characters. It's 3 or longer. That's going to represent a dash. Mike and November only have 2 characters, which are going to be dots, so dot dot, and Charlie has 4. That's going to be a dash. So now with this, we're going to get a new character, which is a X-ray. X-ray wants us to look at letter is in the last half of the alphabet. So, last half of the alphabet is obviously November through Zulu, and November through Zulu is November is actually present, and if we take a look, all of the rest of them, Foxtrot, Mike, and Charlie, are in the first half. So November is going to be the one that we submit into the module. So let's hit submit November. And just like that is the solved module. Let's take a look at one final example here. Dot dash dot dash dot, and that's it. So make sure that was a dash dot. It should be dash dot. That's good. All right, so only 2 characters this time around, and let's take a look. So we have Romeo, and then dash dot is a November. Okay. So now with this, 3 or more symbols is a dash, 2 or less is a dot. That's what we have respectively. Dash dot, which is going to be a November. So November is going to be our character that we're going to look up for this rule here. Letter is first in the sequence. So our first in the sequence is after this break here, which was the Romeo dot dash dot. So we're going to submit Romeo into the module. Romeo, a little bit little bit pixely on this side. That's the way the module looks. It's a very cool design in my opinion. And just like that is a solved module. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.